Welcome everyone to episode 5 of Wyrmfall, another game of Demon Gate, hosted by Blades and Blasters. This has been an episodic style of play so far. The leader of this expedition, Marcos de la Vera of Espadosa, is leading this expedition to the ruins of Wyrmfall, said to be a deadly and legendary place, where you are going to gain the spoils and riches of the ancient elven ruins, but that'll probably never happen. Everybody should die before that happens.
Good to know. Good to know.
That's the plan.
Whether you die, it's how you die.
Yeah.
Right. We were just
We
talking
just
about
talked
that.
Yeah.
A glorious death.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the players have been kind of sticking to this wagon, and it operates as like a magic school bus. Save point. Jump in, jump out. So who do we have playing tonight? Please introduce yourself and your character. Wanderer, you can go first.
Okay, so I am Wanderer, and I'm playing Drakkar Stonerunner, he's a dwarf, and he's a scout with knowledge of lands both above and below the ground.
Night and Slip.
I'm Slip, and I'm playing Halloway Kilray, who is a dark elf, ninja, sneaky, kinky girl. She sticks to the shadows and stabs people when they aren't expecting it.
Awesome. And who's Gavar?
That's me. Friendly. That's friendly.
And what's Friendly playing?
So Gavar Huthra, he is a Skog, which is sort of an unusual looking race. Little reptilian, vaguely, but mostly just very alien and foreign looking. Something not in your typical Tolkien story. From appearances and the manner of dress and armor, it looks like he is from a nomadic sort of tribe. But definitely a warrior who hurls himself into battle with reckless abandon.
Awesome. And you guys are in a Skog territory right now, so that's cool. And Prankster.
Hey there. My name is the Prankster, and I am playing Hum Nahar. He is a Cuthalan demon hunter, and he really hates demons, and
I must kill them all.
Great.
Yes. Awesome. And I'm Rogue, the GM for tonight, as well as the creator of the game. If you want to check it out at DriveThruRPG or ArcanumSyndicate.com. So let's jump into it. I'm going to move you guys over to... This is a top-down map, so... everybody should have sight, I hope.
The top-down map. Roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, since we're in top down, am I still injured? Is Gavar still injured? I know it's...
It's been a week. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's been a while for Gavar, so you'd be healed.
Okay.
You can go back up to max. Hum Nahar just got pretty messed up, so I think he's still a little down. It's been probably 3 hours, maybe, I would say, since that whole ordeal back at the manor for Hum Nahar, which is in the last episode, and I'll go ahead and cover a little bit in the backstory here. Hum Nahar, you and Gracchus and Sadia are kind of arriving back to the inn at this point. So you're outside right now, and you can move in at any time. You can take your tokens and move in right now if you want to, while I read this little intro here. Everybody see that?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can see it.
Yep.
Previously on Wyrmfall, the party had finally ran into some kind of civilization after being in the Tanglewood, running from shadow spirits and fighting black witches and their undead minions, and running from Templars of the Order. All of this happening in the midst of the Algor, the cold darkness of the winter night. This new place they had found, a Skog town called Gromdarak, was not much safer. The Skog were not always welcoming to other races. However, their stay in the inn had not been too bad. The weathered sign outside showed a ram's skull on it and the word Guthgall written in the Skog tongue of Voku or Rothic. Those who didn't understand the tongue really don't know. The group had run into a human warrior named Gracchus and an inquisitor of the Order, an elven woman named Sadia. They were there to investigate a matter. Rumors of the Lord, Harl the Brave, had been inviting warriors from the village to the manor to recruit them, to summon them to fight in the war against the Espedosans. Harl the Brave wanted them all to join his cause, but he would only summon one or two every few days to join up. The primary problem with all of this, the thing that was difficult to swallow for an outsider, was the war had ended years ago, the war between the Espedosans and Roth. But Skog, being honor-bound and loyal to the end, always felt compelled to follow the orders of their liege. Unfortunately, most of these Skog were never seen again. Once the adventurers had got to the manor, they found that the place had certainly fallen under foul rulership. Harl the Brave was now something else, a creature known as a Gallu, a type of dangerous geist that can take the form of other mortals it's eaten. And now the Skog who remained to follow their leader with loyalty had either been turned into ghouls or become afflicted. The Cathalan demon hunter Humnahar knew that those who were still afflicted were the only ones that could have a chance to be saved. Yet when he tried, it seemed their loyalty was too strong. So they killed many of the Skog soldiers. But once they got to the tower where Hall had fled, the creature was nowhere to be seen. The final scene from last episode was the camera pulling away from a partially collapsed tower, and the adventurers looking out over the village, Humnahar swearing that he'd find the Gallu and kill him. So, it's been about 4 hours since that period. As you guys had gone through the manor, you did collect some of the loot, and that's what I put in the handout for you guys. And you did find some of the remains of the dead, but you also were able to save a few of the Skogs in the town and exorcise them with the help of Sadia and Humnahar. I think you have exorcism skills as well.
I believe I do.
Yeah, so you and the Inquisitor were able to exorcise a few of them. One of them was the weaponsmith of the town. So that's why you got the 15% discount on some of the
Nice.
stuff. Okay. Yeah, so you guys are basically just arriving back now. For the rest of you that are just jumping into the game, I'll say that Marco has been upstairs, kind of hiding a little bit. It seems he's been very elusive, and like you knock on the door upstairs when you go to his room, and he'll peek through the door and say, "Yes, I'll talk to you later. Just maybe we leave tomorrow. We'll wait for the others to get back." So he's been hiding up there for a little while for some reason, and some reason you haven't really figured out yet, but maybe you will soon when Humnahar walks back into the front door, and you guys can kind of take it away and do some RP. The only one in here right now is Ram, the bartender, a Skog warrior, and it's very empty for a place that used to be quite lively and hold a lot of Skog warriors inside. pretty basic layout, and there's stairs going up, but it's nice and warm and cozy in here. It's for dark and cold outside. And yeah, you guys can take it away.
Does the tavern owner, Ram, know of what we've done, or does he not know yet?
I would say he does not know yet.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Hum Nahar comes slowly walking up to the tavern door, and in one of his hands, he grips, he's gripping something. In his right hand, he pushes open the door, and he steps in, and he looks like he's seen better days, and his left arm is seriously messed up. Maybe some like flesh is actually coming out of it because he got a trauma after the events in the mansion. Nonetheless, he's holding this thing in his left hand, and it is the severed head of a skog that was turning, that was too far gone, and you can clearly see the effects of it turning undead or demon. And he steps in with it held high, and he just like throws it onto the ground to the ram, to the tavern owner.
Lord Harl is dead. He was feasting upon the people of your town. Were you aware of this? Were you aware he was turning your king into abominations of evil and undead?
Ram seems his mouth drops open at first as he drops one of the jugs of meat on the table, and you can see he's his face turns to anger as he starts to step around the bar, and he shouts, What are you talking about? What have you done?"
We have cleansed this place. We have freed this town. There's a geist, a demon that has been taking the people of this place. Every time Lord Hall was calling for someone to the manor to go fight in the war, he was only calling them to consume them, to feed his unholy anger and angst. The Templar can attest to that.
Gracchus walks in too, and he nods. He says, "It is true. He speaks the truth. We have saved the town and rescued some of the people." And Ram kind of leans up against the bar, trying to take in the news. He says, I had no idea. Something wasn't right. I had no idea it was this."
Ram is a Skog, is that correct?
Yeah.
As a Skog myself, can Gavar sort of study his body language, facial expressions, and try to determine whether or not he feels like he's lying about that?
Yeah, you can do that. You can do a perception check, or
Okay.
if you have another skill.
Let me check. Now, I'm gonna just roll perception.
What?
I got a 6.
No, I mean, for how long?
Like 2 minutes.
Okay.
It's not important.
Okay.
He seems truly perplexed, by this news. Either if he's lying, he seems to be pulling it off quite well, but kitchen door opens up. a large creature about 9 foot tall, the bog croak, steps forward and looks over and says to him, "What is roll?" He goes over there and he starts to talk with him. And he looks over to Hum and Har after whispering to Grog for a second, and he says, "You are free to drink and eat as you will." And he nods to you, Hum Nahar. Like, you can tell in his, the look on his face, he seems thankful maybe, but maybe like embarrassed too.
Yeah.
And he walks back into the kitchen with the Grog, closes the door, leaving you all to be alone for a bit.
Duragar's been sitting, talking to these two others at this table for a little while. He's smoking a pipe of something, and the air around him is heavy with smoke. A keen observer might notice his pupils are pretty dilated, and he looks very relaxed. And he turns towards Hum Nahar, who doesn't know that well, but he's seen him in company with the others, and he says, "Looks like you had a rough day, lad. Good work, though. Come, sit yourself down. You look wounded." And he kind of nods at the dark elf next to him and says, "Come on, shift up for the lad."
Yeah, she is looking at Humnapar curiously. Her eyes fall on his wounded arm, and she runs her tongue over her lips just a little bit before realizing what she's doing, and then smiles and scoots over. Those in power always feed upon those beneath them, but this seems to be an extreme case. Come sit. You have earned yourself at least a free drink. On me. And she just kind of pats the bench.
Yeah, Humnahar looks really twitchy. Like, just after having done something like really exhilarating, adrenaline pumping, and he's still got that residual just energy in his system, you could tell, and he just doesn't look comfortable. He always has a feeling like he has to do something.
We still have not killed the geist.
And he takes a step forward.
We need to kill the geist. It must die by my hand.
And he sits down.
Oh, that is a shame. I would have offered to help you, but I cannot guarantee. Well, it is almost certain that it would die by my hand.
Duragar chuckles at that. Fair point, lad. In the heat of battle, you no guarantee of where blows will fall. But you know we'll help you. Hamnahar may get the idea that Duragar looks kind of uncannily relaxed. It looks like he's probably under the influence of something.
Come now, don't be greedy. We've been stuck here for a week, waiting while Gavar's wounds heal.
Yeah, Hamnahar looks and sits down and takes like a big deep breath, and he looks like he's just trying to calm himself in that particular moment.
Is Humnahar still holding the severed Skog head?
No, when he came in, he threw it like dramatically across the floor. Probably landed somewhere around here.
Oh, okay, I missed that.
There's a dog gnawing on it now.
Gavar, as Humnahar sits down, Gavar stands up and goes and picks up that severed Skog head. You said it's twisted as though we're in the process of changing into something else, yeah?
Yeah, it looks like it's in the process of, and Rogue can describe it in more detail, but I think he described it as almost in the process of turning undead.
Yeah, he was one of the afflicted, I would say, because most undead, like, usually when you kill them, you know, when they're full undead, they'll turn to ash and stuff, like in Blade, you know. This one has kind of like holes appearing where the teeth are shown through parts of the cheek, you know what I mean? It looks like there's some kind of like necrosis setting in.
So Gavar would walk over, pick up the head, come and sit back down and set it on the table so that it's facing Hum Nahar. And then he would say, one long taloned finger sort of tap into the scalp. He'll say, "Tell me more about this."
We were approached by this fine soldier over here.
And Hamdahar will motion to Gracchus and to Sadia.
They received a rumor, a tip.
And he continues to motion to them as if to come sit down, sit with us and eat.
They received a tip that something was going on in the manor. That this Harl the Brave, the one that ran this town, that something else was going on. You see, the war, it had already ended. But Harl the Brave nonetheless was recruiting troops for a war that isn't going on anymore.
Takes a big deep breath in, trying to still center himself. And then he kind of like grabs the head in between his hands and just like looks like he's gazing it with his one eye, the other one just kind of milky sitting in his scalp, clearly blinded from some previous battle or something.
We went into the manor. We discovered bloodstains on the carpet, on the walls, as if people, humanoids, were killed, eaten, massacred, and made our way deeper in. There were many other like you.
And he motions to Gavar when he says that.
They were affected by the foul influence in that place. By that geist that has, I can only assume, has eaten the real Harl the Brave, consumed his flesh.
And he looks at Gavar as he's saying this very pointedly.
And turned himself into a mockery of your race. Used his position and his power to lure more of your kind in, to eat them, to feed his power. I don't know why. I don't know how. But others were affected by what was going on in that place and turning in to this.
And he motions to the severed head in front of him.
You notice Sadia, she kind of makes an ill look towards the head, and she looks at the others at the table. Her eyes kind of fall on Halloway. Halloway? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Holloway.
Halloway. Yeah. And then once you, like, your eyes might meet hers or see her looking at you, you know, she quickly, like, looks away and she says, I must see if I can find this geist. I will be in my room. And she starts to turn around and walk back towards the stairs.
Strange girl. I doubt the geist is in her room.
At that, you notice Gracchus across the table. He grabs a bottle off the bar and starts to pour some drinks for anybody who would like some. And he says, she has ways of searching for these creatures. She is a priestess of the order. She has certain abilities. She is the reason I came here.
Holloway raises an eyebrow. What order are we talking about?
The cathedral, far to the west of here. Do you know of this place? Just out of character, this is actually the place that Marcos stole something from, that scroll,
Mm-hmm.
and has been running from that same temple. So he's been hiding out in his room because these people are from the order. He doesn't want to get noticed.
Yeah, Holloway looks like something kind of clicks. Ah, oh, that order, yes. I'm afraid I haven't had the pleasure of visiting your fine cathedral, but I have heard of it. She kind of looks with distaste at the head on the table. This seems like... She kind of picks it up gingerly and puts it on the floor. A bad place for a severed head. And she looks over at Hum-Nahar. You are Quithalan, yes?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I have not seen one of your kind before. And she looks at his arm. Do Cathalans have... What does his arm look like? Mangled, you said?
Yeah, so Hum-Nahar is a humanoid. So he has two arms and two legs. But he almost looks insectoid in his appearance, and he's covered in chitin. And so presumably how I envision it is you see kind of like his left arm, maybe like where his bicep and tricep kind of meet in that area, like that the chitinous plating has almost been like chipped away, like blown off, and you can see just almost like green ichor or presumably that's like his blood that's, steeping out, and it just looks really gnarly.
Yeah, she says, does this hurt? And she kind of reaches out just ever so gingerly to touch your arm. Perhaps there's someone here who can treat it. Alas, that is not my specialty.
I know that the Templar was able to heal and brought me up in the middle of the battle. I caught in my face an alchemist's bomb that ruptured my arm.
She just nods sympathetically. And then she turns away from the table and puts 2 fingers into her mouth with a thoughtful look on her face.
Like she's tasting my blood because she touched it.
Yeah, but you probably, I don't know if you'd even notice she turned away from you.
That's fair. I just needed. Okay.
Gracchus offers some of the meat to the dwarf. He says,
Duragar sort of nods but puts a hand up to say no. And Hum-Nahar has been kind of like indicating he'd like some of his tobacco, and he sort of coughs and says, "Lad, you're welcome to some, but you should know it's a bit more, it's a bit stronger than normal tobacco, and good as it is, it's hard to put down once you've had some, let's say." And you do notice his pupils are very dilated at this point.
Trying to think what he would do.
It also doesn't smell like tobacco smoke, put it that way.
So I have a DC. So I'm gonna roll. If it's okay with you, I'm gonna just let Hum-Nahar decide. Say if I roll a 4 or under, he'll smoke it, and D5 or higher, and he'll say no.
okay.
Okay. So yeah, he looks at it after smoking and thinks better of it and just,
Perhaps I might pass.
and he grimaces from the pain in his arm.
Aye. It might take some of the pain away for a while, but it is an expensive habit, I'll tell you that. And Duragar kind of pulls his pipe out and kind of looks at it and looks a bit regretful for a second, then sighs and puts it back in his mouth and takes a deep draw.
Gracchus, he says to Hamnahar, he says, well, Sadia could probably heal you up and get you fixed up. If you wish to visit the room upstairs, or I could go fetch her if you need me to.
She is doing important work, thinking about binding this demon. I don't want to interrupt her.
He nods and he says, it was a good fight. We could have used the help of you all. And he looks over to Gavar, to Duragar, and then to Holloway. And he
Gavar
goes,
will...
oh,
Go ahead. Finish, I thought. Go ahead.
And then he goes to offer some drink to Holloway.
Gavar will turn to Gracchus and say, you would want the help of a Skog to kill other Skogs. Is that what you're saying to me?
He's kind of, once you say that, he's I think he's like smiling coyly towards Holloway, and then he turns to look at you and says, well, you would wish to help your brethren in their time of need, I would think.
And is it your job as a Terran to decide when my brethren are in need?
And then he like looks a little more seriously and he says, I came here to help. I mean no offense by it.
I am not offended. But, and at that point, like Gavar will sort of nudge the severed head on the floor with his foot. But maybe he is. And then he will open his mouth so that you can see all of his very pointy, sharp, non-human teeth. And maybe he's smiling.
I like that.
Yeah, and Gracchus kind of like shifts uncomfortably and turns back to Holloway and nods.
So there's no one else in the bar other than the five of us, right?
No, all
Right.
you can hear is them still talking in the kitchen back there. And then upstairs, you know that there's some others, the rest of the expedition pretty much.
Hamnahar would actually like to stand up really quick. He knows that everybody else.
Sorry about that. He knows that everybody else is eating, but nonetheless, he'd like to go up to the bar and ask for a meal. He's probably hungry after everything.
Gus says, so what do you plan to do now?
There is a geist, you said.
He nods and he says, I guarantee that geist has fled on to the next town, looking for somewhere else to set up shop. That's what I would do.
And you think your Sadia is searching him out?
I believe so. She seemed bothered by it.
Holloway shrugs. Then I suppose all there is to do is wait, or find something else to amuse us in the meantime.
He looks at you very carefully when you say that.
She looks the same way she always does.
And he takes a sip. No. What is that you're smoking there, dwarf?
It'd be an herbal tobacco. And he says there's it's a flower called cable. They dry it and well, it makes a form of tobacco. Quite strong. And he looks very kind of relaxed, and I'm not sure anyone here really knows him that well, but he's a little bit more sociable at the moment than he normally is. He's normally quite reserved, but he seems he's quiet but outgoing at the moment. And he kind of smiles and says, I would offer you some, but it's a tad expensive.
Now he seems like even more interested. He says, well, maybe I could buy some from you. Seems to put you at ease.
No, that it does. But I'll, with the greatest of respect, I'm ill-inclined to part with some until I know there's a place with a good supply around. The only downside of this stuff is if you run short, it plays you merry hell.
Oh, I see. Well then. And then he holds back the jug, back up again. The drink it is. He pours himself another mug. When you go over to the bar, Hamnahar, doesn't take long for Ram to come back out. And when he does, he says, my thanks for what you have done.
Nahar looks at him with his one eye and just nods slowly.
Demons are foul beasts and find their way to wither and corrupt the living. Can happen under anyone's nose. And he looks down as if pensively for a second.
And then looks back at Ram.
I could use a bite to eat after the fight. Whatever you've been cooking back there.
He nods. He says, of course. You and yours have done a great service for this place. You are free to eat your fill, stay for the night for free. No charge.
Oh, well, if that's the case, I'll have some of that pie I saw back there.
He smiles and he says, grog. Food. And Grog's gonna start cooking it up. Whatever you guys want to eat.
Right, Drakkar nods happily.
And is there anything else you guys would want to do for this?
No, I don't think so. I think Holloway's bored. She'd probably go bug the priestess eventually because she's been here for a week, and if she's got a lead on something more exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drakkar will make sure everyone gets introduced over the next kind of like half hour or so, and then he'll sit back and he's probably going to get through a couple of doses of his dwarf little helper over the next few hours. and he becomes after a second load of it, he becomes the life and soul of the party for a while. And he's kind of teaching everyone dwarven songs and telling them stories and really opening up. But eventually he runs a little low and he considers putting a third load in and realizes there's not that much left in his pouch and turns in for the night.
What time
Cool.
is it right now? Ish.
Well, it's always dark, but it would be kind of around maybe 4 or 5 p.m.
I think Nahar, after he eats, is just obsessed and wants to go out into the town and check in with some of those that they exorcised to see if he can get any information for a lead on where this geist might have gone. Like maybe they heard something that the geist said in passing about a favorite place or anything like that. He's just going to relentlessly interview as many people as he can who are willing to talk to him.
Okay. All right. And Gavar, what do you think Gavar would be up to?
Refresh my memory. Who was present in the previous episode in the Witch's Cave? That was Holloway, Thickbrick, Gavar, and
A shaman. I can't remember his name.
Torgor? Oh, Gath.
Yeah, Gath.
So it's the four of us. So he has not... Has Duragar been here at... I guess we met Duragar here at the tavern?
Duragar was back in the cabin while the witches. There was a cabin that the others left from to go to the
Okay.
witches'
I think
cave. So
supposedly we're all
he was back
loosely
there.
associated with Marco.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's been hiding upstairs? So I'll say,
And in fact, I'll just say that you may know that Duragar was traveling with Thickbrick for quite some time before Marco hired them.
He's got the scorch marks. Half of his eyebrows are gone.
Yeah, it's part of his beard isn't quite as thick as the rest. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Gavar is gonna stay and have a conversation with Ram.
okay.
That's all right.
Yeah. So we'll do that. And Holloway is probably going to get bored and wander too. So she'll run into...
She'll probably check on Sadie or Marco.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and who else was going up to check on Sadia? Was that Hamnahar or...
He said he was going to go walk around town to talk to people who had been exorcised,
Okay.
trying to get a lead. I don't know if you want to abstract that with a roll or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, Hamnahar, you can... Let's do a charisma roll for Hamnahar.
Ooh. Okay. Here we go.
Hey,
Shit.
Oh,
Not bad. So the most information I think you're going to get is from the weaponsmith, which is good because you spent some time there anyway, purchasing weapons. And we can say you do that now or whatever.
Yeah.
While you're there talking to him. The weaponsmith, he does tell you that he was summoned, like some of the others, to go fight in the war, the Spadosans. And when he got there, they were all acting quite strange. You know, all of them ended up grabbing him, holding him down, and using some sort of witchery on him that the blood priest is what he called him. The blood priest was the high priest that you encountered there.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the one that said some kind of words when he grabbed his head. And then he doesn't remember much after that. but he does remember like horrible nightmares and things, and he could see visions of some giant skull. It looked like the skull of a dragon, where there was a home made out of the innards of this skull, where it was almost like a cave or some sort of hovel where something lived. But he saw visions of that and nightmares of that place. That's pretty much all the information that you can really get, though.
Yeah, that's yeah.
He does think that it was in the plains, this place that he was at, in the grasslands and the plains. He doesn't know any like other marks, distinguishing marks, where to find that place, though.
Sure. So essentially almost like an altar in the middle of the plains or some type of
Yeah, some sort of weird holy place, maybe.
unholy.
Unholy place. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when he gets that information, he'll go back and tell the party and essentially intimate that that might be a good place to check because he's obsessed. And when he gets a moment, he'll knock on Sadia's door to give that information
Okay.
and also ask for a healing.
All right. So let's do a scene upstairs, if you guys are cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's going to be with Sadia and Marcos, whatever you guys want to. They like the rooms right across from each other, so. I'll grab you all and throw you up there. Everybody got sight over here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And dynamic lighting in the way. There we go. Doors are open in the hallway for you guys to go into.
Where is where? Let's see.
Right here is Sadia's room, and this is Marcus's room. You guys also have 2 rooms rented out, pretty much. These 2 here at the end of the hallway.
Which one's Marcus?
Marcus is up here.
Is it? It's Marco, right?
Marco, yeah. Marcos de la Vera.
Yeah, she probably would have been up here earlier than the others, but just I'll just check on Marco real quick.
Okay, cool.
She would have come up the stairs and started knocking on the door saying, Marco, Marco, Marco.
Sorry, hold on just a second.
Good.
Kids. He opens up the door a crack and he peeks out. He says, how do we,
No, no, no. You say polo.
Oh, is this a game you play?
It's one of the games. And she kind of peers past him.
He seems to relax a little bit. He laughs. He says, you wish to come in?
I want to see what you are hiding in here.
And she just kind of starts to push it open a little bit and squeeze past him.
I am not hiding anything in here. I do not like the company that is downstairs. That is all.
Oh, because they are from that cathedral.
Indeed. I have a reputation, you know, and they might not like me if they know who I am.
Well, what if they decide to stick around? Are you going to stay up here forever?
When the shaman is ready and healed, I believe we could leave. Or tomorrow seems fine to me.
I do hope they get back soon. That little goblin, there's something so strange about him.
He is wild and unpredictable. But he is strong, though.
In a way. We're looking for a geist. I think we might go hunt it. I'm bored, so don't leave without us, Marco. I wouldn't want to have to hunt you down.
And she kind of smiles.
I wouldn't dream of leaving you. I need you all. You are very good fighters.
That we are.
She kind of reaches up and just pats his cheek a little bit.
Very well. Won't mention, I suppose, your name to these religious folks that you seem concerned about. I don't want to cause any trouble.
Please don't. And he starts to turn around. You notice his eyes fall on the chest that's behind you, kind of over on the wall there. And then he looks back to you and he says, "What if they offered you coin for my head? Would you take them up on their offer?"
Marcos, you think that it's coin that I'm after?
She shakes her head.
Coin can't buy the kind of amusement that I favor.
But she looks back at the chest.
Is it in there, what she took?
The scroll is in there, yes.
Can I see it?
He thinks for a moment. He says, he may be more intimidated than anything.
Yeah.
He goes over and he says, "All right, I will show it to you." And he pulls out the scroll. He says, "It is called the Drakkar Jacal, the dragon scroll."
What is it? Language does it seem to be written in?
It is written in the Zethanol, which is,
Some ancient thing.
yeah, one of the dead dragon languages.
Yeah, she looks disappointed.
I can't read it.
That is why I am necessary. He smiles a little bit and he says, "Once we get to Wyrmfall, you will see how important the scroll is. It was worth stealing."
It's not so much about the destination for me, Marcos. It's about the journey and everyone I get to kill on the way.
And she gives him a wide grin again, and then kind of stands up from looking at the scroll and says,
Good evening, Marcos.
and heads toward the door.
He doesn't even smile like at the last part you said. He's just kind of like, that's more like a scared look on his face. All right, who is going to be talking to the girl right now, Sadia?
We might all be together. That's what Holloway was doing while
Cool.
Nahar was out in the streets.
Yeah, sweet. Gavar, do you want to, did you want to say something specifically to Ram?
I do, but I need to step away for a couple of minutes, so
Okay.
do that other thing first.
So we'll do this first. Sadia is in this room here. If you guys want to bring yo. tokens. She's over by the window and kind of sitting on the bed, and I'm sure Gracchus has probably brought you up here, you know, since he's her ally and everything. And maybe here for protection as well. Humnahar, are you here as well?
Yeah, we can say that I just got back from talking to everybody.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's say you guys are all out here. She gets up and seems kind of disturbed and everything as she sweating and looks very weak at the moment. And as you're walking in, looks like maybe she was meditating. She was chanting when you first found her, Humnahar, the other time, last game. Gracchus says, "It is okay for us to come in." And she says, "Yes, please."
Yeah, then we'll step in.
I'll change this. She says, I am having trouble finding this geist. I believe he could be back in the manor. Perhaps. If you wish to return there, we could search for him.
Didn't we burn the manor down?
It is not all destroyed. There are places beneath it. The crypts. There is something else that bothers me.
What is that?
And she seems to be really worried to say anything at first, and then Gracchus is looking at her and he says, what is it? He seems a little bit tipsy at this point, been drinking a lot of ale or mead. And she says, there is a group of the older coming here. They are about to arrive now. And I have spoken with the high priest. He is bringing his Templars here now. They are looking for someone named Marcos. And then she looks to you to see your reaction.
Holloway looks the same. She always does.
Yeah, and
Yeah, and Humnahar already knew about the connection to the order and that, so he just tries to steel himself when he hears that.
When you have an exoskeleton, it makes it easy to hide your emotions.
Am I smiling or am I sad?
Yeah, you've got that cold, I think emotionless, even racial ability or something, don't you?
I do, actually, now that you mention it. It's Heart of Ice.
Nice.
Drakkar
is high, so who knows how he reacts.
Durakar's just stoned, so he's just kind of leaning back against the far wall with his eyes closed and just kind of shrugs.
And at about that same time, you can hear horses outside, and she seems to look down at the floor.
Is
Oh,
that them?
She says, "Yes, the Templars are here."
Well, perhaps you should go greet your Templars. How many do you think there are? Is this inn big enough?
do not know. I do not wish to fight you all. She stands up.
It seems like it's not just Marcos, that she knows that somehow we have a connection to him. I'm not crazy, right?
She seems to be kind of acting like that, I guess, yeah. She seems worried about it somehow. Like she's fought with you, she's healed you.
I think Humnahar would take a step up to her. Not in an aggressive posture. And walks towards Sadia and just puts an arm on her shoulder. Sadia, let us not beat around the bush. You know of our connection to Marcos. Let us not lie to one another. We do not want to fight you either. You know my desire is... You know that our desire and the Order's desire at this moment are... And he looks like he's searching for words. Thank you.
You know that.
I switched it to control from shift because I kept getting shift keys, and so I'm sorry about that.
No.
So I was pressing shift and it wasn't doing anything.
At this moment, our desires are the same. To find the geist and to kill it. May we at the very least have a truce for this time, for this moment. And let us work together to freeing this town and bringing about a result that the Order wants and that we want.
She nods and says, the creature has fled to the east.
Other
She's-
planes in the east.
Yes. It searches for a new place. I think it is returning to its shrine.
I received information from the weaponsmith in town that that is where he was affected with the curse that was turning him. Some type of altar or shrine to the east.
She nods. She says, perhaps you should go there now. And leave with Marcos. I do not think the priests and the Templars will be lenient.
Hamnahar looks at her and nods.
Thank you. But we will kill this. We will not let you down.
She nods, and Gracchus is looking at you, Drakkar. He's kind of like nervously moving, shifting, like, what's this dude doing behind me now?
Yeah, well, Drakkar moved across and he knocked on Marcus's door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why he moved across there. He kind of walked across slightly unsteadily and kind of knocked on the door. And he kind of said quietly, Marcus.
Yes, what is it?
Trouble. Let me in.
Yeah, he lets you in.
Yeah, and then Drakkar will kind of slip in, and then he goes in. He's trying to blink and trying to sort of like clear his head unsuccessfully, and he says, "Looks like we got trouble. Inquisitors, they know you're here. They want the map and probably your head."
Well then, maybe it is time to go.
Oh, it sounds like it. Is there a good way out, or we got to fight our way out? Got to say, I'm not in the best state for it.
Hey, why? What is wrong? What is wrong with you? Are you wounded?
No, just a little overly relaxed.
Then he pays more attention to your eyes and he says, "Oh, I see."
Well, we were just relaxing in. I thought I had the evening to relax. It's been a bit of a tense time. First evening in a while. I haven't had to worry about being burnt to death by a goblin.
They will catch up. Maybe I go out the window, and I grab the wagon. You meet me out front, and you all jump in, and we take off.
Oh, it's not a great plan, but it's better than nothing. And Duragar nods to him and then goes back out the room and meets the others and says, "Let's try and make our way downstairs quiet like. Marcus is going to get the wagon." He's going to say this quietly because he doesn't want Sadie to overhear. So, Marcus is going to get the wagon. Grab your stuff. Go quietly. We'll try and make our way out with as little fuss and violence as possible. And meet him. He's going to bring the wagon round. Just remember, you kill one Inquisitor, there's two more behind him.
Ooh. But, yes. There may be too many. I heard many hoofbeats. Omnahar. Kiss your girlfriend goodbye.
He just glowers at Holloway and then looks back at Sadia.
Before we leave, I'm a bit weakened from our last battle. By any chance, can you help me?
She thinks on this for a second, and you can tell she's hoping not to regret it, And
Yeah.
And then
If I heal you, are you going to kill my friends?
and she starts to mumble the incantation. Her hands glow. Watch her kill everybody right here. Natural one.
No.
The magic knows what she really wants.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love the way it just sometimes takes those few seconds for the actual number to come in. And it just builds the tension.
I know, right?
32 back.
Yes, keep draining our mana.
Yeah, she's pretty low now. I'm going to actually take that off.
That is huge for me. I
It
was
might matter.
about half. That's significant.
Okay, let's do the quick scene with Gavar talking to the bartender. Because I think at that time, the people are going to ride up.
Okay, so in this particular town, do they speak Rothic or do they speak the Voku or both?
I'm going to bring you guys over here just so you, for the camera and all that. There is both, yeah.
And Ram is definitely Skog, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I think Gavar would start out in the... Actually, let me think about it. Yeah, I think he would start with Voku. And would say, "What is it about this place that has drawn this geist that they speak of?"
I do not know. I have no idea about this. I am only learning of it now. But, perhaps it has taken the leader. Quite some time ago it must have done this. And over many months, it has fed off this town.
There have been no other ill omens.
It was strange. We all thought it was quite strange. But what could one do? You are summoned by the Liege. You must follow your orders.
Do you think he was the only one that was taken? Others came with Deadlands.
I don't know. There were others. There were others corrupted. Your friend said so. And he points to the head that's still on the floor.
But the Liege, did he come with others?
No, he would send his men.
Do you think his men knew what he was?
He shakes his head as he kind of like looks off towards the wall. And about that time, you start to hear horses coming up outside.
I think Gavar would actually be very excited by the arrival of horses, and he would pick up his huge, giant sledgehammer, the Sundagoth, and say, perhaps the Deadlands have arrived now. And he will begin, pushing tables away as though, clearing the floor, as though there's about to be a gigantic fight happen at the tavern. He'll toss over his shoulder to Ram and say, perhaps your friend the Bog Crow. Join us.
And he looks towards the door. Are you guys going to be coming down the stairs at that time?
Yeah, I think so. How close do the horses sound? Like they're pulling up
They're-
outside?
Yeah, definitely.
Is there a back door?
There is. He points over there to it.
And she sort of looks at the others.
Yeah.
Nahar will nod at her and follow her lead and follow her. And try to grab Drakkar because he knows that he's super high and try and drag him along with us.
Gracchus walks down with you guys, and he looks towards you. And if you remember him talking about he didn't really believe that much in the order, but they paid him,
Mm-hmm.
He walks down and he looks towards the door where they're about to come into, because you can hear their boots on the snow and everything. And he says, are you planning on running?
Holloway just grins as the others head toward the door, and she kind of shrugs.
What happens, happens, but we're going one way and they're coming another. We'll be seeing
He sighs.
you around, Gracchus.
He smiles at that. Kind of mischievously,
Nahar would look at Gracchus and say,
I would not kill allies in the fight against the demons and the undead. Especially ones who have saved my life.
And he nods at Gracchus as if in thanks.
Perhaps you should greet your friends. At length,
Holloway says as she's headed toward this door.
outside that door.
Maybe another day.
And he follows Holloway.
I think, so, everyone, as you came down the stairs, you would see that, Gavar is clearing a space. He's clearing the floor as though he's spoiling for a fight. And like, it's sort of like that montage scene from Conan the Barbarian, where he's setting up all the stakes and getting the kids the battleground prepared. Right? So you see that sort of thing happening. And so as this conversation happens and they start to head out, Holloway and Humnahar and Duragar start to head towards the back door, Gavar says, "Yes, go. I will cover your retreat."
Oh no.
Holloway crooks a finger at Gavar and says,
Come now, Gavar, we hunt more interesting prey. These Templars' blood is tepid like water that's been sitting in a puddle.
So Gavar will sort of look crestfallen at that and say, "Are you sure these are not the ones that will lead me to the Deadlands?"
No glory to be had there, Gavar.
And he will say something that sounds dismissive and obscene, but in the Vaku language, like, and he'll like, pick up his sledgehammer, like as though he's sort of throwing a temper tantrum while he's doing like fine, and pick up his weapons and kick a chair over and then follow Holloway out the door.
she lets him pass in front of her and she kind of slaps him on the behind and says,
That's a good boy. Let's go find this geist.
I don't wish to be good anymore.
So, you all exit out. Gracchus nods to you, and you kind of like slip out the door just in time, pretty much, as they come in. And Gracchus is, my friends, is pretty much what you hear when they come in. It does give you the chance to, slip around the inn and come up to the wagon where you see Marcos is sneaking around and jumping up onto the reins. I'm going to make one roll to see if anybody kind of stood out there. No, all of them went inside. And as you take off in the wagon, you do take a glance back, and you can see a couple of them come outside, like looking around, watching a wagon take off down the road. But you guys have slipped away without incident for now. And you're headed east towards the Geist. Quick scene on the plains here. You guys are in the wagon heading across the plains. You have a way of seeking these demons out, right?
Are you asking me specifically?
Yeah.
I have unnatural senses, which, well, it says beings that within their vicinity.
That's pretty close, yeah.
Okay. So maybe I pick something up on the wind.
Okay, so as of right now, you guys are rolling in the wagon. Go ahead and make a perception check. Actually,
Yes, sir.
everybody can make
Oh,
this
okay.
perception check.
Good thing it's everybody.
I'll have to roll off my sheet. Hold on.
Oh, does everybody have view here? I don't know if that's even working right.
I do.
They changed the dynamic lighting. Oh, the
Yeah,
dynamic
sorry.
lighting is messed up. That's why.
It makes sense that the stoner would notice. He's
enhanced
attuned. He
this
sees the
sense.
astral realm.
I'm trying to work out if there's any cable growing around here. I'm looking out very intently around the whole area because I'm running a little short.
Like,
Wait, what's...
Is this working? The dynamic lighting changed. And,
Looks fine to me.
okay.
yeah, I can see a picture of the planes
Mhm.
and then my compatriots.
Okay.
I don't think that count as planes, you think? I don't know. It's been a while since I played Magic.
Hybrid land, plain swamp. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's it. It's a dual land.
All right. Let's see. Hold on a second here. Highest roll was a 12. Drakkar. All right. As you guys are moving through the plains, if you need any more healing, we're going to say a day passes. If anybody needs anything regenerated.
Yes. Does that mean we also ate as well on the road?
Yeah. Yeah, so you can get 2d6. You're still being affected by the loss of your arm, right?
Yeah, that'll take 4 days of healing.
And if anybody has any fatigue, you could focus on rest and take away one of your points of fatigue, drop you back up.
So my fatigue came with the trauma. Can I still clear that fatigue, or is it attached to the trauma until I'm better?
Yeah, you can clear that fatigue.
All right.
I think you're still suffering -2 to strength, though, right?
Correct. So the chitin is beginning to grow back, but you can still see it's a pretty gnarly wound.
I was presuming when I rolled the perception that the cable had worn off.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd have been -2d4.
Oh my God, is it -2d4?
It's
Yeah.
it's -d4, and I took 2 lots. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so the next day, this is the next day when you guys have, I would imagine, remained pretty vigilant as you're moving across the plains, looking for any sign of any type of civilization or anything like that. Any place that this creature could have gone to, right? You know that it's not going to leave tracks. Knowing a geist, because it could fly if it wanted to. But that next day, you start to get into a location where there's sort of like scattered hills and crags. And you notice in the distance these large bones. It looks like almost a hill of bones made like a rib cage, like a spinal column of a huge creature. It's been sitting there for ages, almost buried in earth. I'm going to move you guys over to this scene here.
Yeah, when Nahar sees that, he points it out, and he...
There, that is what the weaponsmith talked about. That is where he was trained.
Holloway,
Yeah, and go ahead.
I would say she kind of crouches down behind some natural cover there and looks intently at the scene, looking for any sign of movement or anything that seems out of place. I mean, it's a giant skull shrine, but, you know, anything that looks like it might be alive or undead.
As you're looking for anything, Marcos is going to stop the wagon, and he says, "This is the place, right? You wish to investigate this matter? I am not going up there."
Duragar's kind of peering in that direction and says, I can see a couple of big buggers over there. Maybe bog crawl. Possibly. Right size. It's a ways off.
Yes, Marcos. I believe this to be the place that the weaponsmith told us about, where he was turned. We need to investigate it to rid this place of the geist, and hopefully...
And he looks at him with kind of like a very long stare as he says this.
Get the order to take some heat off of us.
Did Duragar just say that he saw a bog roll?
Bog crawl. Not a bog
What's
roll.
that?
It's ogres.
Yeah, that's
right?
what I meant. A bog roll. He's
Oh, I thought you were talking about English slang.
no,
Bog
no,
roll
no,
means
no.
word
She
roll.
because she doesn't see anything. She looks at him.
Yeah.
Where?
And he points over, where there's this camp, there you can just make out the light of a fire. He goes, just over there. And he's staring in that direction.
When he points it out to you, you do notice these two large creatures huddled near a fire, kind of in the shadows of the large skull. Just beyond them as well, you notice a cage kind of hanging from behind them, and another figure in the cage. It does look like with the huge mouth of this ancient beast, there's kind of a cave entrance that goes into the ground.
What sort of creature is in the cage?
It's pretty difficult to tell from here, but you guys could sneak up.
Yeah,
Or if you have a spyglass.
I don't have a spyglass.
I do.
Oh,
I'd completely forgotten
heck
until you
yeah.
said that. Thank you. So, yeah. Yes, I will pull out my spyglass and I will peer through it at the scene and see what more I can see.
All right.
Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah. At that, you do notice that there is a Grimalkin, one of the cat race, cat folk, Mentep, is laying in the cage, maybe possibly asleep at this time.
And yeah, Duragar's kind of, as he goes through, is sort of saying, I've got a rough camp here. Just looking in the cage. So I've got a Mentep in there. Sleep. Aye. And he's looking around and says, yeah, not a lot else.
Well, not to rush to snap judgments, but That seems rather suspicious.
And she kind of pulls out some knives.
Perhaps we should let the kitty out.
I agree.
Aye. Fine by me. Don't much like folk that keeps other folks in cages. Less there's criminals.
If you don't mind, give me
And she looks over at the others.
a moment to find a better vantage point.
Does Gavar stealth? I think he does, doesn't
Yes,
he?
very well, yeah.
So she kind of winks at Gavar.
I shouldn't say very well because I'm going to roll snake eyes now, but yes.
and she says,
I take left, you go right. We move around, and
she looks at the two.
we focus on the big one.
Gavar will nod and say, he has the best chance of leading me to the Deathlands. Yes. And as we've established in the last session, which was 100 years ago, Gavar uses a short bow, so he knows to take up position and then wait for Holloway to get into range, which because she has a much shorter range with her throwing knives,
Yeah.
so that's what he will do this time around as well. So what do you need? Stealth and concealment?
Yes, do some stealth and concealment. I need to take 5 real quick. Sorry, guys.
okay.
No,
That's
you're
okay.
good.
I'll refill my water. I'll be right back as well.
Okay, cool.
Sure. I'm wondering if I might be able to be a big distraction. So that way they don't see you guys for sure. That way I'm also in place for when things go down.
Yeah, why not? Because I'm an archer as well, so it'll be good to get you a chance to get in close.
Yeah.
The only trouble is with the rest of us hanging back, you could get surrounded. So could get quite
That is
nasty.
true. That is true. I have I did pick up a longbow and some arrows in that last fight because nobody else wanted it. But I'm not trained in using a longbow.
Mhm.
But I have I've got 97 hit points and like 30 armor altogether. So I should be able to at least stand and bang a little bit.
Yeah, I guess if you're a little bit back from them, so you're not like charging into them, but leave them to charge to you, that gives us some time to get some shots off as they come in. And then hopefully you can kind of protect us as much as one person can as they charge in, because they're going to hit hard.
Yeah.
So
If we could find some type of a choke point, in fact, that might be wise, is trying to find something to where we can feed them through. Because if I could stand, because that would hypothetically make it so that we only fight one at a time, and that y'all are clear to shoot, and I would be able to just like plug the hole.
Well,
yeah, the only trouble
we're
is
outside.
we're on the plains.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're on the
point.
plains.
yeah. My thought is that we're just gonna surround them if we can. So,
Okay. So yeah, I guess Nahar will like slowly walk up there with his hands held high, just trying to be a distraction.
give me to the demons.
I've tracked your geist here.
Well, you don't want them to call for reinforcements, so
That's a good point. I saw a fire up here and thought I'd get warm.
yeah. Wow, this is a nice place you guys got.
I noticed you guys are into giant dragon skulls. Just so happens I am too.
Here's
I used to be more into contemporary Scandinavian, but recently,
dragon skulls.
yeah.
Yes. So I know this is tangentially related to fantasy. I'm in a fantasy football league with my friends, and I was down by like 60 points today, and I ruined the guy's day, and I just beat him by 4. And that's just such a sweet feeling to know that, like, you just to watch the hope drain from their eyes as you're slowly creeping up on them. It's pretty great.
This is usually where I post the Lonely Island meme of we like sports. Because
I was on a Lonely Island kick the other day and listening to their Creep song. Have you heard that one?
probably.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's so creepy. Like, creepy, not like in the scary way, but creepy in the like stalker way. It's very funny. So, did everybody have a good day?
I can't remember.
Not great. Not great.
Are we back?
Rogue's not
Sweet,
back
Fire's
yet.
back.
Not yet. Not
Okay.
yet. How are things,
Good.
Friendly? It's been a while.
I am not really. I cannot speak freely.
Oh,
But it's
Sorry.
been an interesting couple of months. So I
well, sending good wishes your way anyway.
thank
Yes,
you.
that's good to hear your voice.
I can tell you, I was in a hit and run accident on the way home from a Halloween party.
No.
Yeah, so there's Encinitas, which is a town south of me. It's like the roundabout capital of California. So I'm going through one of those roundabouts, and I got fucking hit, and it did not feel that hard. The guy just kept going, or assume it's a guy. But I pulled over. My car wasn't really that damaged. I was like, oh, whatever. I just kept going, because why involve the police? They're not your friends. But as the adrenaline wore off or whatever, like I was in so much pain, it just kept getting progressively worse.
no.
And it's been 3 weeks now. I'm still waiting on a freaking MRI. I guess my health insurance is shitty.
Oh.
But yeah, so like if I had, whatever, if I had reported it to the police, I guess I could have gone straight to the ER and probably gotten it all taken care of then. But since I made a different choice, now I'm having to wait on my health insurance to come through. So I'm either in just excruciating neck pain or I have to take pain pills, which I know some people take those for fun, but I hate the way they make me feel. I
I'm the
just
same way.
like a zombie, I can't think straight. So yeah, so that's been fun for the last
Rough.
couple of
Sorry
weeks.
about that.
Dude, yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's definitely been not my best. This has not been my favorite November, I'll put it that way.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Yes, though we didn't have enough stuff going on in the world, right?
Oh, yeah. Still, at least we still have make-believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, I was actually in a hit and run this September. I was going to my buddy's. Yeah, I was going to my buddy's bachelor party. We were actually driving up together, me and him. We were going to Fan Expo Con in Dallas, and on the highway, things slowed down, luckily, and I felt just a thud behind me. And I looked behind me to these like two Samoan-looking like people, and they were pointing at some type of vehicle, and I was just put my hands up, but I didn't know what to do, so I just pulled over onto the side of the road. And it turns out that somebody hit them, and it pushed them into us.
Oh.
And actually, very much like you, Friendly, is the same thing. Like, we were, like, part of it was because we didn't get the full brunt, right?
Right.
But when they hit us, the Samoans, it turned out that they were Mormons on mission, and it felt bad because I got out and I was like cussing when I found out what happened. But yeah, it was. Luckily, the Samoan Mormons hit us right where I'd already where my bumper was already damaged, so you really couldn't tell. So I was like, well, we're okay. I don't know if they were, but they seemed okay. I think they were just mad, which I'd be. So
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're okay.
yeah, likewise. I was telling my buddy later. I said, for all intents and purposes, getting into an accident on the freeway, like that's the only accident. If I have to get into an accident on the freeway ever, that's the one. And
That's, we were very lucky.
A few weeks ago, I was on the freeway and I was taking an an entry ramp, where the one freeway was merging onto the other. And there was an accident like just like maybe half a mile in front of us, maybe less. Just then, just as I was merging in. And so I got stuck in traffic for 5 hours not moving. 5 hours.
Oh,
Wow, that is terrible.
I got on with some of
Yeah.
my other friends and played an RPG while I was sitting in traffic.
One night in Atlanta, coming home from like North Georgia, I got into one of those situations. It was just full dark, and like nothing was moving on the interstate. Like it was fully locked down. I mean, full stop. Like were people getting out of their cars, and we were. I say they did one of those where they had helicopter people out. A life flight or whatever. So there'd been an accident in front of us or whatever. So yeah, I was on the interstate. It wasn't 5 hours, but it was an hour and a half. And again, fully not moving, where we got out and just walked around and, people talked to each other or whatever because there was nothing going on. It's kind of surreal, like an apocalypse movie or whatever, where you're just walking down the interstate.
All right. I think this is working.
It looks good to
yeah,
me.
Rogue.
Okay. Good thing there's no humans in your group. No. Because visibility
Yeah,
is
not good.
pretty cool. Okay. So, yeah, since it is in the middle of the Algor, it is, of course, dark all the time. So, all right.
So which one of these guys looks bigger? Because I said the bigger one.
One of them is large and has 3 eyes, and he's kind of got like blue flesh. They both look like really big ogres almost. As you're getting closer, and I think as Drakkar would have seen looking through the scope, these are strange ogres. You've probably never seen their likes before. Very weird, kind of exotic creatures. They have weird armor even, probably from actually you would have no idea really. You could kind of maybe make a creature lore check if you have that, or intelligence if you want to just base it off intelligence.
I have creature lore.
But both of these ogres look pretty much close to the same size. One of them has a large club with like studs on it all the way up it. And another one has, let me see what he has. He has a large stone axe at his side. They're both sitting there by a fire, which I don't have out there. I should probably put out there. And they seem to be eating very like viciously. And like I said, the cat guy, the Mentep, is in the cage and he seems like he's sleeping. He doesn't have any idea that you're there. The wagon is parked, kind of hidden in the shadows and stuff. So you guys saw this place from the distance, and with the fire on the hill, and the large dragon bones. I mean, it's hard to miss out here.
I'm going to try to sneak through the trees on this side.
Sweet. Did you already make your skill checks?
No, but I get to
No, not
add
yet.
+4 because I used my chi ability.
Nice. The ninja.
Sweet. Are my demon senses tingling?
Got the voice changer on there.
It's funny sometimes.
I
Sometimes you
know.
forget to click it off.
I feel like such a dork.
No, it's good. It's good.
It's all good.
I'll
Okay.
Oh
remember.
man, those are some crap rolls, Gavar.
I know, right? Lucky me.
I think I would actually try and just stealth over to here if I could, just into cover. So let's make a concealment stealth.
Yeah. Concealment and stealth. Moving through the snow.
Hey,
No.
he uses the snow drifts as cover.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just a puff of smoke occasionally.
He's got the corncob pipe for the snow dwarf.
And Humnahar, you were. What did you ask me before? Oh, is your unnatural senses going off?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Bloop. Bloop.
It is not going off. And Humnahar, you're just walking up, right?
Yeah, the plan is that I'm trying to take the heat off of them just by, being a distraction.
Yeah. So as you're walking up, this one notices you, and he stands up, and he grunts, there. And the other one then stands up and turns, and this one the blue-skinned one has the three eyes, immediately grabs his club and turns around and steps right here. And he says, "What do you want, Cuthalin?"
It's cold outside, and I thought I would go for a stroll. We saw the fires up here, and thought that I might, see if we might stop for the night.
The three-eyed Oni, he steps forward, and he smiles. And he says, "Oh, but of course, you can join us by our fire." And even the way he says it is just like ominous.
How close can I get? I mean, I'm within range physically. I just want to know, can I even see him through these trees?
Yeah, let me see if his perception check, because you're sneaking up right there. What was your lowest roll?
17.
Oh, yeah, he has no idea that you're there.
Yeah. Well, while they're focused on Humnahar, she knows that Gavar's gonna be in place before she is, so she's gonna aim. You can do that, right? Aim, and it gives you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, spend an action, gives you an extra +2.
Yeah, she's gonna aim and throw a dagger. So here goes. Actually, I picked up a javelin.
So you'll be starting the initial off, huh? Mark these off here. At this point, too, the Mentep has woken up now in the cage. And his little eyes are peering out through the bars. So with this, yeah. Oh, that's a
I
hit.
had one javelin that I picked up off the wagon.
Hey,
Nice.
man, use it.
That's a good. And would this be a heavy attack?
Well, I aimed, so it can't be, can it?
You could burn a frenzy
Oh,
if you
yeah,
don't have
that's
enough
right.
action.
That's right. Sorry, it's been a while, Rogue.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
heavy attack. And do you get any bonus for sneak?
You automatically hit, and that is going to be armor defeating
Okay,
for sneak.
that's right. Armor
Um,
defeating.
Unless you have a power that says otherwise. I know that ninja gets some cool stuff, but I
Not
don't
that
know if
yet.
you have it yet. Okay.
So damage.
That'll be power 2, right?
Mhm.
And we need some music.
All right. And I think that Gavar probably fires right after her.
Yeah, is Gavar trying to get a sneak in too?
If possible. And I don't know if you can do 2 sneak attacks on the same target.
Yeah, that's cool. You can coordinate.
Okay. So let's take that attack. Short bow.
And everybody else can just go ahead and do a niche if they're, fall right under. Holloway would have gone first.
Is a 5 high enough to make it armor defeating or no?
That is actually a miss.
The dice are not with me today.
You can do another attack though. Well, actually,
Yep, you can do another attack if you have any actions left. If you don't have quick draw, takes an action to pull an arrow.
I don't. So I would I'd spend that other action to actually let out a howl of rage. Specifically, the howl will give everyone a +1 to their initiative roll. I know people are already rolling, but we can just modify it.
Yeah, I'll
you.
modify it.
is
modify
your
Hum
bow
Nahars.
+0?
I've modified mine.
Yes, I'm trained in it, but not specialized.
And you don't have any sort of perception bonus? Okay. I'm sure it would be built.
Oh, so wait a minute. Is there a perception bonus?
Isn't there to ranged attacks, or am I misremembering?
No, that's only
Right.
for damage.
Oh,
Damage.
damage. Got it.
You could aim, and that gives you an extra +2 to hit.
I should have aimed, but I forgot.
You know what? Since we're all hazy on the rules and stuff, go ahead, and I'll let you roll the damage.
Oh, okay. In that case,
That's fine, because howling doesn't take an action. Or I don't think it
Okay.
does.
damage with the short bow would have been...
That would have been
12.
your 2 actions right there. There. Alright, so he took 18 from the javelin, and he took 12 from the short bow, right?
Mhm.
Is this
Correct.
all on the 3-eyed Oni?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Hal does not take an action, so +1 initiative for everyone within earshot, and it gives away my
Awesome.
position.
Oops, that should be 11.
Then initiative 1.
Alright. And Durgar, you guys had ambush, so you get to go first. Or you get to go next.
Cool.
Or,
Yeah.
I mean, Hum Nahara is next, right?
Yes.
Cool.
I keep dropping off the initiative tracker for some reason. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Did you have your token selected when you rolled?
I do.
Ah.
I show up
Usual
there
when it
for a
gets to me.
second, and then it drops off.
Let me add you on there. I don't know what you rolled, though.
I rolled a 7.
So add
I see him there
+1.
twice now.
Oh, that's true. I do see 7 twice. Alright. Since you did a sneak attack up, I'm going to put you right there. Okay, now it'll be Hum Nahar.
Okay.
Okay. So Hum Nahar like whips off his duster like in an old school Western, getting ready, and he just charges towards this guy and he is charging up like his fist as he runs. And I don't know the mechanics for this, so you have to help me. But he is specifically aiming for this thing's knee. He wants to try and like bust it out and essentially get him to collapse under his own weight if possible.
Okay, are you trying to call shot on him?
Yes. I'm figuring, I don't know what the rules are, but I'm figuring he's bigger than me, so that it'd be easier to hit than a normal called shot. But I don't know if that's how it would work on a larger target anyway.
It'll be -3 to hit his leg in a specific spot. But you can bypass some armor if you want to do that.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. So yeah,
Foul beast, die!
and he charges with and I'm gonna see if I can just so modifier -3, right?
Yep.
Okay, and this is gonna be a fully all 3 of my unarmed actions into this one hit.
Nice.
See if it'll work.
Combo attack, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
And that's a 7. He is going to try and defend with a dodge. And he
hell
does
yeah.
not. So your damage is going to be power 3.
Power 3. Awesome. So war gloves and chi strike. So modifier 0, right? Or 3.
Mm-hmm. Oh, not modifier, sorry. Put a 0 for the modifier. Just put 3 for the next one. It'll say power
Got it.
damage or multiplier.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
So happy.
He drops to the ground, howling in pain, as you've kind of broken his leg right there. All right, is that it for you?
Yeah, I think that's the only thing he would say. And he says,
May Gazak greet you today.
and that's it.
All right. Who's next? That is Drakkar.
Yeah. Do I have a? I can see this one. Do I have a decent shot against him?
This one right here?
Yeah.
I'm going to say he's got +2 cover.
Okay. And this one's down, so he's probably going to be a more difficult target anyway, right?
From your vantage point, Humnahar is a little bit in the way.
Yeah. Okay, so better chance on this guy. I'll go for this one.
Okay.
Back.
Are you sneaking right now?
I was, but
Okay.
I stopped there while they were talking. So
Okay.
I put in the chat a while ago that I was aiming.
Cool. Well, that guy rolled a 1 under his perception, so he doesn't know you're there right now. So your target number is 7 or higher.
Great. And I was aiming as well, so I've got an aim
Cool.
as well. Right. Text. Shopper.
Actually, super friendly owning, and Mintup was the evil one.
Say what? Oh.
Do I get a +1 to hit framing? Is that right?
+2.
+2. Cool. Cool. Actions. 1. Oh, not great.
Oh. That missed.
Yeah.
Well, now he knows where you are. But
Can I
anything
shoot
else?
again? Can I shoot again? Is it
yep.
one action? Or? Yeah.
One action to draw, and then the second action to shoot.
Cool.
I think you can burn a frenzy to shoot.
Yeah. Okay, I'll burn a frenzy. And then I'll shoot again.
And then he'll get to dodge this one. And he gets,
No.
Oh, and he gets an extra 2 cover. Maybe roll a 1. Just misses him.
Bummer.
All right. From inside the cave entrance comes running this creature. Looks like an orc, but he does look mutated in some manner. His arm looks like some sort of claw. He comes running out of the cave and just "Rah!" And he looks like he's focused on Humnahar, but that's as far as he's getting right now. He does pull a staff off of his back. And the three-eyed Oni, you have broken his leg. He's unhappy with you. He doesn't want to be friends with Humnahar anymore.
It's a shame.
He was totally going to be nice, but now you fucked that up. He tries to, one action to grab the Tetsubo, and then he's going to burn a frenzy to heavy attack you with it.
Sure. Does he get any penalties for being on the ground?
I am going to give him a minus, yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. That's supposed to be 15.
Cool. All right, so yeah, I will defense, and I will try to... is parry deflect, like, is that something I have to be trained in?
No, you can do that, but it's usually good to save that for a crappy roll.
Gotcha. All right, then in that case, I'm just going to dodge and hope for the best.
Or you can block with melee. Yep. Oh, you have those claws now, I think, right? Good, you dodged.
Sweet. Jumps over it as he swings it on the ground wildly.
He is going to burn another frenzy. Oh, those are his two only frenzy. Well, that sucks. He's going to swing back and try to hit you with the Tetsubo one more time.
All right.
Oh, he's rolling good, though.
Dude, no joke. If I was to block with, because I have war gloves, would blocking, would dodge and block with melee essentially be giving me the same result? Just
Okay, I give it to you. Yeah, if you want to block with melee, you can like throw your gloves together or something, right?
Sure.
That's cool.
Oof.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
I'm gonna cut those hands right off. You didn't need those, did you? Got a tab of 30 though. You'll be fine.
That's my hope.
That's a nat 1, so you'll get toughness on this.
Got it.
It's armor defeating.
Toughness of 8? Holy shit, dude. You're a tank.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was just a quick attack, so that's good.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah, no 4-hit combo.
Only 11 damage.
So 3 points of damage?
Yeah, he only grazed you.
Sweet.
These guys are chumps.
It's Holloway.
All right. Holloway is going to...
The other Oni didn't go, right?
Oh, yeah, other Oni.
Oh, sorry. I must have skipped him.
Also, Gavar got skipped, I think.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, no, he went. This is
Yeah.
top of the round again.
Okay.
I'm at the top of the round, yeah.
I think I just double click or something. All right. This Oni.
He does know I'm there because I gave away my position when I howled.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to roll D6. 1, 2, 3, Gavar. 4, 5, 6, Humnahar. They're going to team up. All right. Looks like he's coming through the trees. He's getting to there. As he's running, though, he is going to grab a log. And he's going to use his lob ability. You're going to have some cover, though, from those rocks. I'll give you +4 cover. So he's going to heavy attack lob. It's supposed to be more action. God, that was horrible.
Alright, I'm gonna dodge. Did you factor the +4 into that, or do I add it to my dodge?
Yeah, add it to your mod.
Alright, here we go.
Modifier pops up. Cool. So whatever you think, maybe it smashes into a tree or...
It's a pretty small defense. Like, I didn't dodge by much. So let's say that I just sort of ducked down behind the rock, and otherwise it would have just totally
Yeah.
clotheslined me.
All right, Holloway.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 2 shots at this guy. Oops, I'm sorry, I gotta start that over.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's just a single one, but if he does he know I'm there? For armor.
Did you attack him already?
I did attack him last time.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
He gets to roll his dodge, but yep, you hit him.
I just didn't know if it was still armor defeating or not. That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like his armor is pretty shitty, actually.
Oh my gosh, that
One
attack
damage.
was pretty shitty. So I'm gonna do it again, and then I'll probably move forward in melee.
Get in there so you can taste the blood.
Yeah, Oni blood. Oh wow, terrible roll.
All right, he is suffering -2 right now.
Oh, nice.
Funny. All right.
Nice. All right, is that it for Holloway?
She'll start to move forward a little.
Still got good cover behind the log.
Yeah. That log right there.
Gavar.
So Gavar, seeing the Oni crashing through the trees at him, just pitches down his short bow and unlimbers this enormous sledgehammer that he carries with Sundagoth, and howls again, even though there's no mechanical benefit, and says, "Yes, lead me to the Deathlands!" And he charges ahead and gonna do his best to layeth the smacketh down on his candy ass.
Do it. Do it.
Do it now.
Do it now.
I'm gonna spend 1 action to aim, and then I'll spend 1 frenzy to do a heavy attack.
Okay.
That's legit, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, clash!
Yeah. Just misses.
Oh, I thought when we got the same number, it was a clash. Was that only weapon versus weapon?
Oh yeah, he didn't try to. Yeah, it's when you try to block with
okay.
melee.
Then I will spend another frenzy, and I'll just do a light attack.
I like that term though, clash.
Yeah.
Oh man, the dice are not with me today.
Huh?
Oh,
Oh my gosh. He's toying with you.
Golly.
Hamnahar.
Okay. Nahar is going to charge up his fists and do 1 heavy attack and then 1 light attack. So I'm going to go ahead and roll for that. And this will be with his gloves and a chi strike on top of it. So this will be a 2-action attack. Nice.
Oh. And he's on the ground. Broken leg. -2. That is a hit. And that's a heavy attack, you said?
Yep, heavy attack with chi strike.
Cool. This could be it. And it is. How do you finish him?
Hey.
I think he just goes for that third eye. By any chance, now that he's closer, are his senses going off at all or no?
Yes, you know what? Yes, you are sensing something, but it's coming from the cave.
Okay.
You defend evil with that third eye. And then he just like reaches down, like punches through.
Punches through the third eye and like rips it out. There's a big old gush of blood.
Nice. Drakkar. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, and
You still got more, yeah.
yeah, so with his movement,
Can I intercept the mutant monk?
You can. Because you only
Alright,
did a heavy. You still have more actions, yep.
Sweet. So yeah, he'll intercept the mutant monk, and he'll be the one to throw the first punch. So that'll be with another. That'll be with another chi strike as well. So let's see if this goes off. Just one action.
Oh, crit.
Oh, man. You're going to kill my monk. Before I get a chance to do anything cool. It's that guy in Indiana Jones. Ha ha ha.
Gunshot. Okay, so this is ×2 as well, correct? Because it's a crit.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Nice.
Righteous.
That knocks him to the ground.
So yeah, it knocks him to the ground, and he like makes certain posture so that he's standing over him, as if to say, like, you get back up.
you get back up and I'll knock you back down.
All right. That's it for you?
Yeah, that'll be all my actions.
Okay. Drakkar.
Okay, so Duragar is going to put his bow on his back and pulls out a dwarven axe, which I guess is going to be his action. And then how far can he move? Got 6, I guess, a run.
Yeah, I
do
think
that?
he can 6. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he runs over to there carrying the axe to back up Gavar.
All right. Unless you have charge. You don't have charge, do you?
No.
Okay. You guys are all low level. The monk. The mutant monk. All
Oh,
right.
I just realised I didn't need to spend frenzy last turn. I've got an additional shooting action.
Oh, okay. Still want to keep the same actions you did, or?
Yeah, you know what? I might this turn rather than running in. Then I think I'll stick with the archery. Actually, I'll just move over to here then if I can, and just take a shot because I can get 2 shots
Yeah,
around
definitely.
effectively. So I'm going to do that instead. Thank you.
Yeah, cool.
Let me just put that frenzy back. And yeah, so let me take a shot. Short bow. No.
Oh,
His first attack goes wild, so he reloads and shoots again. No, God, he's just shooting really badly. He's got a very fuzzy head this morning. Yeah.
should we give him a god call, or you want to save it?
I'll save it. Save it.
All right. 2 arrows, whiff 5. 3 Idonia is gone. The mutant monk, he is going to roll up to his feet, and he is going to try to teach Nahar about the ways of the kata. Actually, he's going to use the ability kata for one action, and then he is going to try to heavy attack you with chi with his staff. So, heavy
Alright.
quarterstaff with chi. Oh, that's a natural 20. Quarterstaff with chi heavy attack. Oh no.
Oh no!
Dude, no joke.
Well, what's your new character gonna be?
Well, all right. Maybe I'll get lucky. All right.
Get that 20.
Defense, just dodge. He's just gonna dodge out of the way.
Alright. Get that 20. Oh. So this is power 4 damage. It's alright though. Nahar stacked.
Yeah.
You still do get your armor.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
It exploded
Holy
twice.
crap.
This is like last game.
Dude, this is exactly like last
Except
game. I got wrecked.
What's different is we don't have a healer.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
What's your armor?
So my armor is
30.
30.
Okay, so that takes it to 90 right there.
All right, I have 4 hit points left.
Wow.
You're
You
fine.
survived it. Wow.
Oh, you still have 4 hit points. That's great. What's your max? Because you might not get
100.
trauma.
102 is my max.
102. What's 90% of 102? Yeah, that 2 is going to save you from getting the trauma.
Oh, thank God.
Man. But he does like lay you out when he jumps up and he spins the staff and just like catches you across the side of the head, I guess. And
Hey, I meant to ask, when he stood up, by any chance did that invoke an attack of opportunity or anything like that?
oh no. Mm-mm.
Okay. All right, so it catches me across the head. You see blood and viscera go everywhere, and he just gets this shit kicked out of him.
Oh no. All right. It is the Oni over at Gavar.
Yeah, I might be joining you here in a second.
He is going to heavy attack with his stone axe. He just shouts and comes down with a 12.
Let's see here. Defense. Now I do have a weapon in hand. For fun, I'm gonna do block with melee. Just the same. In this particular case, it's the same as dodge, right?
It'll give you an extra +1 bonus.
Oh, it will?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my lord. I got hit. I'm hit.
Stone axe power 2. $26 minus your armor, 16.
Yep. So minus
So you take 10.
Okay.
That does
That's
not
not-
knock you to the ground.
Sweet.
All right.
Then I have an ability that I like to use. This an out of turn thing.
Blood rage or something like that. Or-
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Um,
barbarian thing.
Blood rush. Out of
rush.
turn a bit. Here, I'll just display it in chat. So I need to make a body roll.
Okay, so you get however many hit points you roll.
Yeah. 14.
Okay. Cool. And that can go over your max. Yeah. Cool.
So when Gavar gets hit with that stone axe, so I feel like mostly it's like the blunt force trauma, but it does it does cut and a wound opens up. Gavar sort of just yells, and screams like, "Yes, the Deathlands call!" and just takes it. Seems to feed off of it and actually get stronger.
Nice. It is Holloway.
Well, I thought Humnahar had this monk under control. She's getting ready to jump over the Oni, but I think instead she'll... Is she able to sneak up on the monk? He probably doesn't have armor anyway, so it wouldn't really be of much benefit. She'll go up to melee him.
If you can give... Oh, okay, yeah.
Do we get a bonus for 2-on-1?
You do, yeah. He'll suffer a -1. I'll take it off his defense.
Oh, nice.
All right, I'm gonna do knuckle knives with G-strike. So let me see what my modifier's gonna be.
Heavy attack.
Yeah, heavy attack. So I get a +6 to damage.
Oh, nice. Nice.
It's a good roll.
And he has to defend. He gets -1.
That's not gonna do
Oh,
it.
that's that one.
All right.
Thank God.
He gets no armor.
And that's ×2. All right, that's pretty decent.
Oh, you took him out. What's that look like?
Nice.
With a slightly irritated look, she runs over and with one lightning fast strike of her her glove that has spikes and almost claws on it, she just shoves it right into his throat. And then she glances over at Humnahar, and as this mutant monk just kind of collapses to the ground and says, "You don't look so good. Maybe you should take a breather." And she'll start heading off this way.
I don't feel so good either.
Gavar.
All right, he is going to try to redeem himself. Glorious combat. So I will spend 2 actions to do a heavy attack with a Sundagoth. Oh, you know what? I lied. I'm going to spend 1 action to aim and then 2 actions. Oh, so I'll burn a frenzy. So that'll give me a +2 to hit, correct?
Yes.
A 15.
And it is going to try to block with a melee. Does not.
Oh, not this time. All right. Damage.
Let's see something real quick here.
A mere 46.
Ooh.
Nice.
Damn.
A very sad roll.
Oh, this one's got nice armor. That's... Oh, that is wrong. Why did I do that? That's not right. There we go.
And then I will spend a frenzy to do a quick attack. And I will say, "Come, the doors are open. Let us go in." A 14 on the attack roll.
From the ground, he is going to try to throw it melee up to block. He reaches up, but is not quick enough.
$24.
14 he takes. All right. Nahar. I'm gonna say, oh, is that it for you, Gavar?
Yes.
Nahar,
Mhm.
right after you say that to Halloway, you can sense the geist. You can sense that same feeling that you felt in that manner, as that same sense basically brings your eyes towards the cave entrance where you can see him walking out of the darkness.
Shit.
And you hear him say, "You have followed me all this way, Hunter." Ha 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 ha.
Yeah,
Nahar, bleeding profusely, looks at him.
your evil will fall this day.
Coughing up blood. So during the last session, I laid claim to the longbow, but I didn't have it in my inventory. Is it all right if I equip and use that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check to make certain we're good. All right, so then, yeah, he knows that one hit can just like lay him out. So he is going to take out the longbow with his arrows, and he's going to aim at this Oni in hopes of helping his friends so that they can all team up on this thing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not trained in the longbow, so can I still use it?
Yeah. One action to draw, and then -3 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, at this point, that's pretty much all I can do. So that's what I'm going to do. One action to draw, one action. So yeah, that's how I'll spend both of his actions. -3, aiming for the other Oni. So one action, 4.
Could hit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him.
He's on the ground.
Yeah, that's right. Annie's fighting Gavar, and I'll say you're behind him, so he'll have -3.
All right. Gah.
Arrow sticks into Gavar instead. No.
With my movement, I'd like to see about moving up this log to see about helping out this guy, if that's okay. The cat person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how far I can get, but I'd like to get as far as I can.
Yeah, I think your max move is 8, right?
I do not know. but
It's
I
next
will-
to your dexterity attribute. If you look at your
6,
sheet there,
8.
it'll say like 4, 8, or something like that.
Next to dexterity, correct?
Yeah, next to your dex stat.
Rank movement 3 out of 6 actually.
Oh, okay, so 6 hexes.
So okay, should put me.
Do I have hexes out? I do, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're not visible, but it's still counting by hexes.
Let me double check.
All
If
right.
you use your arrow tool or whatever.
So is the cage up kind of like on a cliff, or
Yeah.
is that? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
the log is
Alright,
like the walkway up there to the cage.
got it.
And I'm going to say you do notice the key is on the belt of the three-eyed Oni.
Oh, well then I'll go to him first, and then next turn I'll pick up the key and go up the log.
Yeah, you notice the Mentep is awake now, of course, and he's got his hands on the bars, and he points to that key, and he says, "There, my friend."
Yeah, Hamnahar nods.
All right,
Seriously, and that's his turn.
Drakkar.
Okay, Duragar can't wait to miss with some more arrows, so he's gonna go slightly closer here, and then try again.
Okay. And if you want to, you can spend an action to aim, which gives you an extra +2. That's just if you want to.
Yeah. Can I aim twice?
No, you need a special talent to do that.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna aim. Two.
Okay, this is your song.
Hey. Putting the song on.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
Are
It
you?
critted its defense.
It
Oh, did
critted.
it?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
oh no, I missed the -3. I was like, oh.
Ah,
I was like, oh, it's only 17. I missed the
Oh, unbelievable.
ah.
Dude,
Do it
no
again.
joke.
Damn it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna burn
that's
a frenzy. No, I'm gonna burn 2 frenzy to
Okay.
aim and fire again.
I was like,
Um,
no way. No way. It's
Okay.
not going to happen, goddamn.
Okay, come on. Okay.
It's a good roll.
Okay, come on.
This is like the dodgingest Oni ever.
Yeah.
He missed my entire first round.
There we go.
Hey.
Yeah.
Straight to his armor.
Nice.
Killing.
Okay. So that makes it what, armor defeating, or do I do
Yeah.
extra damage? Or
Yeah, I don't take it off of his armor, so just go
Okay.
ahead and do your...
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh.
no! You're cursed.
It means
He's-
at least I do him some damage.
He's so
Otherwise,
close.
his armor would have taken it.
Dude, no joke.
I was like, he's got him. He's got him.
Oh, dice don't like me tonight.
All right, and that's it for you? No, that was your 2 frenzy, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Gavar can hear a lot of swearing in Dwarvish from behind him.
Alright. The Oni stands up and is going to try to hit you with the axe, Gavar. Just 2 actions. 15.
Okay. Now, he stands up first, right?
He
So
does.
I'm going to try to block with melee, and again, that would give +1, yeah?
Mm-hmm. But it's already added in there if you're clicking the block with melee button.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's going to hit.
Bummer.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, it's not terrible.
Still only 10, right? Or
8.
8, yeah. That is
Okay.
it. It is Holloway.
Hold on, let me look at my Shadow Kata ability. To see if I have to save an action.
I'm
Okay.
gonna put this guy on there too.
I'm not sure how fast this guy can go. Probably can't catch me this round, actually. Throwing, you can throw half your strength. Is that how it goes?
Yeah. I think it depends on really what you're throwing, but yeah. Most of it's half your strength.
Okay.
The javelin could go your full strength.
All right. Well, he's well within range because I'm very strong.
Mm. Heavy attack throwing.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nice. Is this at the Oni?
No, this is at.
No.
I
Oh.
think he's got it. Gavar's got this guy. So I'm going to start throwing and backing up.
I'm for it.
Look at that old macro. Got him.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright, and I'm gonna do it again. Oh wait, if I do
Excuse
that, then
me.
I can't move. He might be able to move 8 in one round.
Yeah, you should move
Let's
first.
see,
then
he
spend.
can. You can run double, right?
hmm
So if he could go 5 or 6, he could potentially go 12. I'm at 8, so I'm gonna move back like about 4. Well, yeah,
It's,
that's what I'll
Yeah.
do.
sweet.
It's just a little kiss before backing up.
Who did you throw the javelin at? This guy,
Yeah.
right?
I could probably grab
So,
it,
yeah, if you-
actually.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Stop and pick up my javelin.
And then you might be able to even still hit him.
No.
Unless you
well,
wanna save
I
it.
don't think action-wise I can do that because I did 2 actions and then I moved. Can you still do frenzy?
Okay.
I don't think so. Can you?
Frenzy, you can't grab items.
Okay, no. So maybe later.
Cool. All right. It is Gavar. Crush Gavar.
Okay, I am going to spend 1 action to aim, and then I'm going to do a quick attack. Try to finish this guy off.
Not believe he critted on that arrow.
I know.
Sucks.
A 10.
Imagine that just flying towards his face and he catches it or something. All right.
You got him.
Got him.
Oh, got him. All right, let's hope we can finish him.
Get him. Get him.
Finish him. 26.
26. Yes. How do you take him out?
Yeah, so he's been blocking with his weapon all this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he goes to throw up his weapon again, and I bring this huge sledgehammer, just comes down and just cracks right through that stone, the handle of that stone axe, and the momentum carries forward right through into his face. And there's just a sickening crunch of bone, and there's a splatter of like blood and chunky bits in Gavar's face, and he looks down and he, as the Oni crumples, he says, "You are not my path to the Deadlands." And then he sees this geist coming out of the cave, and he says, "But that one is," and he's gonna move towards that guy. So I can run would be double my movement, right?
Yeah. Might be 8.
So I run to there, and
Good running music.
yeah, I'm gonna shout a taunt at him and say, "Come, I have your doom."
Oh. Nice. That's it for you?
Yep.
Okay, so Harl comes out 2, let's go 4 right there. And then his face like splits open, kind of like the damn thing, you know, as he starts to like mutate and twist and grow. He changes into this horrible, nasty creation here. That does take actions for him to do that. So once he does that, let's see here. Oh, yeah. You can see several tentacles coming out of his back. He aims one towards you and fires these strange bone darts, almost like spitting them out of the tentacles at you.
It's sweet. I love it. I will attempt to dodge, but I don't hold out a lot of hope. Nope.
At least you got some decent armor. That should help.
Oh, it didn't roll, did it? Oh, did it?
Nothing. I haven't seen it yet.
Huh.
Oh.
No damage. You try again.
Nice.
Maybe you have better luck next time.
Nice. All right. And it is the Mentep. He starts to sing a song in hopes that you will be victorious in your fight here. And he gives everybody a +1 to attack.
Nice.
Actually, attack or defend. I'm going to say defend.
Take that.
It's a battle song. He can choose +1 to attack or defend, so I'm going to say defend. All right, and it is Humnahar.
All right. Humnahar reaches down and grabs the key, looks towards the geist.
There, that is the foul beast that it reveals its true form.
And then after he grabs the keys, he books it with all haste. As much as, I don't know if I can get up the, it's like an 8, right? So, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I guess that's my whole turn.
Yep. All right, you're running. And it is Drakkar.
Okay, so the battle's kind of moving away from Drakkar, so he's going to kind of skirt round the boulder over here. He's kind of standing in this bush here, and yeah, going to go for this guy over here.
All right.
That's all we've got left, really, the Geist.
Yep.
But I think I've got a clear shot, so yeah, let's see.
Yeah, you're good.
Let's try. I'm going to aim as well.
Yeah.
2 and
Oh my
goodness.
gosh, your guy, he must have frostbite.
oh dear.
Oh.
Wow.
Go ahead and roll the fumble on the shooting.
Yeah.
The bow flies out of your hand. Stone dart.
Oh no. The only good thing is everyone's facing away from me.
Yeah, you can always be like, I meant to do that.
Yeah. Well, no one will know. I mean, you'll see that I've missed, but you won't necessarily see that I've dropped the bow. Right, and then I'll use my other action to pick the bow up.
Oh my god. All right. And you can fire. Can you still fire?
No.
Oh,
no.
roll the scatter. You got to roll the scatter to see where the bow went.
Oh yeah, okay. That's this one, I think. Oh no, it's hit location. Hold on, where's scatter?
Let me see here. Sorry.
Okay, direction east, range 10.
It's way away from you.
Oh no.
Flew 50 feet.
It hits this rock over here and lands in the snow.
Trying.
Classic.
It's like he's
Oh,
got
how
the
the hell did I
arrow
do that?
cocked, and he just like lets go and the arrow stays in his hand and the bow shoots off. You know?
Oh, wow.
Either that or you were just running over there and you hit the
Oh,
bush
yeah,
or
it's
something.
true. I was running in that direction, yeah. So maybe actually just as I did it, I kind of tripped over a root in this bush
Yeah.
and kind of fired, and all that pent-up power of the bow being bent just kind of like twanged off in that direction.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, it's over there now.
All right. So you're done for right now, I guess, huh?
Done for a while.
All right, Hallowe.
I'll get one more round of
Hallowe.
ranged attacks on him, and then before moving up to melee. So I'll do javelin since I've got it. Javelin gets +2 to attack. Oh my gosh, terrible roll. Wait, how's that? Yeah, I guess that is correct. Well, that's a miss. I'll throw my last 2 daggers at him. With using frenzy.
You want to do quick or heavy?
Heavy.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I rolled another 2. Okay. Well, bye-bye, frenzy.
I hate that I can tell by the size of the square whether a number is single or double digits, and then immediately
Yeah.
say crestfallen.
Hold on, let me measure something. No, I would like to know, like, I have the chi ability jump, which lets you move. It lets you jump twice your move. Does that count as your move, or is that an additional ability?
Yeah, it does count as
So
your
really,
move.
you can't go any farther than running by jumping. It just maybe lets you get vertical. Okay.
Yeah. Are you trying to like jump towards him?
Yeah, but there's no point. And plus I already used
You know-
frenzy, so I can't move.
Yeah.
Which was
Okay, yeah. All right, is Gavar?
Alright, Gavar's gonna move in. Looks like I'm gonna have to run, so that's gonna be a -2 to my rolls, yeah?
Not if you're melee fighting him, but if
I
you're like
am.
shooting something, then it is.
Alright, so yeah, so I did have to move more than 4 hexes. It was 5 hexes. So I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna spend 1 melee action to aim, and then 1 melee action, and then I'll burn a frenzy so I can do a heavy attack.
All right.
Again with the Sundagoth. A 10.
10 isn't bad.
Oh, I don't understand.
All right, this thing is just trying to dodge.
Yep. It did. All right. I will spend another frenzy to do a quick attack. A 12.
Oh
Damn.
my gosh. Juicing
Damn.
your dice. Juicing.
Right?
That's my turn.
It is now the creature. Creature is going to try and bite into you with its claws and teeth with a heavy attack. And it is going to aim this attack. So this will be 3 total actions. That is a 16.
I'm going to attempt to dodge just to mix it up.
Oh, yeah!
Nice. That is good. It is going to burn Oh, let me see. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, it does have 3 actions. Okay, it's going to burn its 2 frenzy, and it is going to try and heavy attack you with its claws and teeth again. This time it's not aimed, but it rears back, opens up its mouth. 11.
I will do a block this time. Yeah.
Nice.
Perfect. Calamir,
Do
he
it.
keeps up his battle song, and Humnahar.
Okay, so Humnahar will. I don't know if I can open the gate from right there with that one move, but he'll
Yeah,
get
you're
the
good.
key out. Yeah, gets the key out and he unlocks it and he looks at him. He says, "If you can do anything to assist,
If you do anything to assist or to even heal me, I would greatly appreciate it.
Of course, my friend, I will help you.
and he gives him a nod. And then he also looks back at Drakkar, who's just holding one arrow in his hand, and he doesn't know where his bow is, and just screams at him.
This is why you don't do drugs.
And
Duragar makes a gesture with the arrow. You're not quite sure what it is, but you get the feeling it's probably rude.
can I see whether or not? So it is your bow broken, or is it just like moved away?
It's flown off. It's like over in this direction. Duragar knows where it is. He's getting ready to run over and get it. But it's a long slog through a dwarf through deep snow.
Okay, because I was wondering if I just needed to pass you off my longbow because I'm terrible with it.
Too
But
big.
yeah,
for
I
me.
guess. I guess that's one action to open, and that was my move. And so I'm gonna attempt to begin. Actually, I'm gonna stay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go into the cage with him. And my thought is that maybe I might get some defensive bonus from the bars.
Okay.
That's my turn.
It is Duragar then.
Okay, how far can Duragar move? If he's got movement of, what is it, 3-6, I think. Let me just check.
Yeah, he can do 6 hexes.
Okay, so yeah, he can't reach it this turn. He's heading over here. You know what? But I think he's actually he's going to be fed up with the bow. So he actually he notes where it's gone, so he won't lose it, and he throws down the arrow at his feet and pulls out his axe and yells something absolutely obscene in Dwarvish and starts running in.
There you go. Fucking bow.
Yeah. Who needs him?
You know, it's cold, your fingers are numb. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's not the jitters at all. Yeah, the fact my fingers shaking has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, you do notice Marcos is peeking out of the wagon. You know
Does
what?
he have a healing spell in the wagon? Because that would be great.
He's got a healing potion.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he's going to try to throw it to Duragar. This is just going to be some good grace here. He's like, Duragar, catch! Duragar, make a dexterity check.
The way the dice are off for me tonight.
Target number 4.
Let's see.
Nice.
Hey!
All right. And Duragar's done?
Yep.
All right. And then Holloway. Slip you there?
Sorry, I forgot to unmute. Yeah, she's going to move in to flank him. And then she's going to chi attack with
Nice.
knuckle knives. And
Heavy chi attack.
Eh.
All right.
It's not bad.
Now he's outnumbered by 2 in melee, so... and I'm going to give you an extra plus because you're flanking him, so -3.
Oh,
Nice.
got him.
Nice.
Yeah, that tab of 8 quick attacks are going to suck, I guess.
Yeah, crappy roll, but that's one, and I'll do it again. With knuckle knives and chi.
Knuckle knives and chi sounds like something you would find at a tapas restaurant. in California.
There's a 14.
Ooh, got him.
Nice.
Oh, I need to
Nice.
roll my chi.
Let's say Holloway's been...
Oh, that's not right. I'm sorry.
Nice.
Let me just roll the chi. Okay, so it's 3. All right, so that's not a bad round.
Not at
Nice.
all.
Right. Yep, that's right.
Oh.
Taking 2 big punctures.
I'm going to, so that I have 1 frenzy left because I get 3 unarmed attacks. And I'm spending one of them to do my shadow kata. I'm spending a frenzy to do that.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Shadow
I'm
kata.
adding that to my defense.
Sweet. And Gavar, it is your turn.
Okay. I guess we'll do, I don't know. Let's keep it consistent. We'll spend 1 melee action to aim and a second melee action plus 1 frenzy for a heavy attack.
Cool.
Try to roll above an 8.
I believe in you. Oh! Oh! It's because of my belief!
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
We did it!
Nice! And that's a single digit.
Yes. I was scared there for that natural 20.
Okay.
All right, that's going to be
Yeah.
power 4, right? Yep.
Come on. Big money. Big money.
Oh, baby!
Nice. That is 8 armor, so 72 damage.
Wow.
That hurt him. He falls to the ground.
So Gavar, even it collapsed to the ground. Is he still taller than me, or?
Yeah, and all of the tentacles and different faces and stuff that are like amalgamated, you know, on his flesh or screaming and pain and stuff.
Nice. So as all these tendrils, tentacles and stuff are whipping around and stuff like that, you know, and sort of Gavar standing in the midst of all of it, he looks down and says, "Such a disappointment." And then he'll spend 1 frenzy to do a quick attack. I spend all my saga on frenzy, and you know what? I feel good about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of mine
Yeah.
on frenzy too.
This is going to be really 3 now.
Worth it.
It's on the ground.
Oh, only an 8.
Hey, but it might hit.
Oh.
It's minus-
Oh!
Kitty.
Wait,
Oh.
wait, time out. Because he's on the ground, does he have a negative? And because he's surrounded?
I
Yeah, he
already
did.
took
It
him
was
off.
-3.
Ah!
Good
Sorry.
thinking, though.
Good call, Yo. Yep.
That's my turn.
All right, Harl gets up, and he is focused on Gavar now because of that last big hit. I think he's going to concentrate the 3-hit combo with his Tentacle Shred at Gavar.
Tentacle shred. That sounds fun.
Oh, it's tearing tentacles, sorry.
That sounds even worse.
Dude, no joke.
Jumps up and roars.
Remember, you get a
And
plus
this-
1 to your defense.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, I did not remember that.
The battle song
Good looking out.
of Calamir.
I will attempt a dodge. Worked for me last time. Let's see if I can squeak another one in.
No.
No.
This could be bad. Tentacle shred doesn't sound good.
Dude, no joke.
Oh!
Minus
This could
16.
be it. So I'm gonna do which one of these little fancy buttons up here is divine intervention?
That is...
The candle?
Yeah.
Oh, it's should be SI now.
Yeah, SI.
SI.
Spiritual influence. All right, so I'm gonna do a spiritual influence. Let's see if it's the gods want to see if this is my time or not. Yep, it's my time. Okay.
Wow, that's
That
an
exploded
incredibly
twice.
good roll.
Oh,
What is your total armor? 16, so 93 minus 16. I gotta see how, because you might be bleeding out since you're a PC. 93 minus 16.
77, right?
77. 77 minus current HP.
That puts me at negative 16.
Okay. And negative 16 is hit point status, which is here. Negative 16 is last words, 1 round until death.
Sweet. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in chat. Gavar these tentacles, right, just start stabbing into me and like ripping chunks off. So he drops the Sundagoth to the ground as pieces of him are being ripped away, and he says, "Yes, the doors to the Deadlands are open. I am coming for you."
Awesome.
That's so awesome.
Calamir. Calamir looks to Hamnahar and he says, all right, my friend, thank you for opening the door. Let's get out of here. He failed his willpower check.
So yeah. Shit. Okay.
He seems to be running the opposite direction.
I cannot leave until it's dead.
Okay.
It is Hamnahar's turn.
Damn, Hamnahar really can't do a whole lot. So he'll run towards the party. 5. So that's 1, 2. That'd be 3. 4. 5, 6. Sorry. 7. And do I see Drakkar with that potion?
he's kind of waving it, so yeah, you would.
Okay, so then 8. He'll do his best to make his way towards Drakkar because that's all he can think to do at this point in time. He'd like to help Gavar, but he doesn't have the ability to really. So
It is Duragar.
Yeah, now the problem is I can get to there. That's not really close enough, is it, to give him the potion? Can I kind of do a dive from there and kind of sprawl next to him?
I will definitely let you do that.
Cool. Thank you. So yeah, he takes a dive and just ends up sprawled next to Gavar and kind of cups his head and tries to pour the potion down his throat.
Make a dex check
Oh no.
to do this.
Oh dear.
I was going to say the same thing for Holloway too, about your jump
yeah.
thing.
What?
If you want
Oh.
to try that, maybe like a dex check, maybe to like pull off an extra
Gotcha.
hex, or like what he's doing right now or something. But
That's a great
Yeah.
dex roll.
that is definitely a good roll. That's enough to give him the healing potion.
Great. So yeah, pour it down his
It
throat.
cuts off his
And,
last words.
Duragar's yelling. Yeah. Going, yeah, the doors to the Deadland up. Duragar goes, shut up and drink.
Awesome.
Awesome.
How much did he get back?
I gave it to him. He's got 9 HP now.
Hey,
Saved him from death.
nice. Thank you.
And that was 2 magic actions. So if you have any other thing else you can do.
No, that's it.
All right.
He's gonna just ready his axe basically on his. He kind of rolls onto his back and readies his axe just in case Harl decides to take a pop while he's down there.
Okay, yeah. It is Holloway.
Holloway has Berserker as a mental flaw, but it's really hard to trigger. But I think seeing Gavar go down, I mean, I rolled it at the beginning of the battle and she didn't, but maybe I think I need to do that again.
Yeah, sounds good.
She's got a really low chance of it happening, but I would say maybe it's more likely now than usual. Yeah, she normally only has a 10% chance, but she's mad. she'll
Yeah.
go after this ugly son of a gun with her knuckle knives and her chi strike with a rage attack.
Nice.
It's a good hit.
All right, and he is still... Oh, he's not in melee with... so this is going to be a -2 now.
Oh, got him.
Nice.
Nice.
That sucks. Took a fucking...
Again, bad roll, but 20 damage, and she'll do it again.
Slice them up. Mm-hmm.
Oops, that's wrong.
Getting him down.
Sorry, I'm getting some lag.
And of course, we did go over time.
It's not.
Slip called it.
That wasn't difficult to call. So, all right. Touch this.
Nice. Good job, Slip.
Ho ho ho.
Nice.
Oh, let me roll my chi on this one. Only 1 extra. All right. And I'll use my last frenzy action to activate my shadow kata again.
Another puncture of blood running down. Gavar, you are awake now. The dwarf poured something in your mouth.
Am I able to act or?
Yeah.
I am. So,
That's
I'm gonna give you a fatigue point, but you're still able to.
I think Gavar will stand up and snatch up his weapon, his heavy weapon, and just flabbergasted, just disappointment, and say, "No! I demand that you take me!" And it just kind of heavy attack. So we will not aim this time because we'll say that it's spend an action to pick up the weapon, right?
Yeah.
So I'll burn a frenzy for a heavy attack. A 6. That will probably miss.
Now, with each person that gets on him, he suffers the outnumbered mod, an extra outnumbered mod.
All right, so
But
I'll burn a
still.
second frenzy for a quick attack. A 13.
Oh, got
Oh,
him.
Nice.
got him.
Oh,
Nice.
Ooh,
that
no armor.
one.
Yes.
Could, if I roll well, this could be good. Nope.
Chip away, chip away.
That's my turn.
Right. Oh, it's him.
Take me! Take me!
I'm going to roll 1, 2, 3, Gavar, 4, 5, 6. How do I?
Ah! I've got all the defensive bonuses.
He's going to burn Frenzy too this time. So, this is just the big one coming at Gavar, the 3-hit combo.
Do it! Do it!
The one that got you last time. Tearing tentacles.
Like that scene in Aliens where he's like, yeah, you want some? Yeah, you want
Oh!
Oh,
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
oh man, that's all.
Ah, yes!
That's it. That is it.
+1 modifier for the defensive saw. You're dead now.
How many hit points do you even have? Just curious.
9.
he can't possibly roll that low. And it wasn't even that
see,
bad.
Minus 48.
Damn it.
This at minus
Just when I-
39.
Just when I thought I'd done something heroic.
Oh, you did.
Last words
Oh, you
again.
did. Last
totally
words
did.
again.
He totally tried.
Starts on his speech again.
Once again, the gates are open.
Oh, God.
Oh,
All right.
that's awesome.
After it rips Gavar with a 3-hit combo, it turns and it tries to bite into Holloway with a heavy attack with its 2 frenzy.
Womp womp.
That's a 6. Holloway's too quick for that.
I think so. She gets +2 from her ability and an extra 1 from Calamir. Yeah.
Nice. Calamir. Thank you, my friend. On the heart.
This mound in front of us, is that like, can I walk over
I
that?
think it's a tree.
Or is that an obstacle?
Yeah, it's like a bush.
Okay. So then, all right. So yeah, Hamnahar realizes we're all just like 1 hit away from death. And so he charges this thing and he's going to do just like, he just like jumps into it with a 3-action super punch. So just like, die! And hopefully this will be epic. And
If you want, you can go all 5. Or you can do 3 and then burn 2 frenzy heavy.
I think that's, yeah, I'm going to do 3 and then burn 2 frenzy heavy.
Okay.
All right, War Gloves and Cheese Strike here.
This is it.
Oh, do I get a plus modifier because Holloway's there too?
I got it. I'll take care of it, yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's a negative
All
to
right.
him, not a positive to me. My bad. All right, 3 actions.
All right.
Ah.
Okay.
You can do a god call to change that if you like.
I'll give it a try. That's a SI, right?
This is, you only get a one chance per combat to do this, yeah. But if you want to use it on this, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll use it on this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
The gods
God's just-
they totally hang up on
Yeah,
you.
they
They send you the voicemail.
reach down from the heavens and smack you.
Dude, no
Small
joke.
rain cloud forms above your head and is struck by a tiny bolt of lightning.
All right, well, I'm going to burn 2 frenzy to do... Is it 2 frenzy? To do a 2-action attack? All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Ugh.
Oh man.
Dude, no joke.
Oh,
Ah.
So close. All right, Drakkar, it's up to you.
Oh, now we're in trouble. Okay. Right. So Drakkar struggles to his feet. He sees Gavar lying there, and he's just so angry with everything that's happened. This all his shots going wild. His bow flying across. He thinks he saved Gavar, and then this happens. And he just lets out a yell and tries to hit the geist with his axe.
Heavy attack.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Dwarven axe and 2 actions for a heavy.
Oh
Oh no!
god.
But his hands are still numb.
Oh, man.
Oh, Wanderer, that is some of the worst luck I've seen from you
no
tonight.
joke.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. What?
Roll20 started treating me tonight like physical dice always do.
You have 2 frenzy left. You can do it heavy again if you want.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Roll,
all out.
roll 20's treating you like my ex does.
Oh,
There we go.
there we go.
There we go. Come on, big money, big money.
Come on. Don't screw me.
oh,
here.
you got him.
Nice.
Hey, I hit something. Okay, dwarven axe modify times 2. Come on.
That doesn't
No!
seem...
No!
Nope, that's not right.
That's not right. I don't think I've actually put the damage on it. I don't think.
Yeah, it just
Dwarven
has
axe.
1
I'll look it
plus
up for you
0.
real quick.
It does
thank you.
2d100.
Oh, I didn't set the damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
2d12. 2d12.
2d12. Thank you.
Exclamation point.
Yeah, got it. Let's try that again. Modifier there. Multiplier 2. Hey, there we go.
Oh, that's
good
nice.
hit.
Oh, 34. That's a good one.
Come on.
It is
Ah.
barely alive.
Come on, Holloway, I believe in you.
Duragar snarls across to Holloway. Kill the bastard.
And it is Holloway's turn.
When he says that and he looks over at her, he notices that she's sort of crouched strangely on the ground, her body in this very angular posture, and she's grinning, but she doesn't look happy. She's kind of glanced over at Gavar, and she's breathing heavy, and it looks like she's ready to just pounce on Harl. I rolled the D100 to see if she berserked, and she did. She rolled a 2, so
Cool.
she is gonna fight this thing till one of them is dead. So she goes in, striking with first the knuckles, then we'll do the leg nails just for variety.
Oh. That is -4. It's supposed to be 16. And I didn't mean to roll it right there.
Oh, that's a hit.
Got him.
Got him.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Fuck your
Let's
20.
see about.
Ah,
All right.
His ass.
So that's the first hit. She goes in with the.
Minus 8.
Oh my god. One more hit. Can you do it? Can you do one more hit?
She can try.
Suffering more negative modifiers now.
Oh!
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Hell to the fuck yeah!
Fucking axe kick from hell.
Yeah!
Okay, so what do I...
Power 4.
That's what I thought. It's not just an extra. Okay. Well, could have been better.
Oh, nice.
That is totally dead, though.
Yeah, she
Nice.
leaps
Yeah!
on him, pounds him on one side of the head with her knuckle knives, and then lifts up her leg with the nail. What are they called? Yeah, the nail pauldrons, and just
Oh, yeah.
whacks him upside the other side of his head with that, and the nails like just dig deep in, and as she pulls them out, there's just brains and gore coming out.
As it falls and squirms and starts to like dissipate, melt almost into the snow. You look over and notice that Gavar's breathing his last words. Yeah, you can have a moment here to say some last words if you like. I'm going to put the appropriate music on here.
Yeah, Holloway hisses and scrambles over to his side.
And then in Anath Nahal, which is the Eldrin sign language that Holloway taught Gavar, he begins to sign, and he's feebly, with his sort of fingers fluttering like a moth around a flame, he signs, "I see my children, and I see the man who killed them. Vengeance will finally be mine." He expires.
She is signing frantically. No one else would understand what she's doing, but he falls limp. She looks at the others like, do something, but she knows they can't. I think she kneels down in the snow, kind of collapsing on her knees. And she leans over his body and takes one of his hands in hers, looking at all the wounds. She dips her head down and she licks at the blood of one of the wounds and says out loud, "You will live on in me, Gavar."
Duragar's frustration and anger and it really just erupts at this moment as he looks down and sees, despite everything, they couldn't save their friend, and he just falls to his knees in the snow. The snow's kind of almost up to his waist when he's like that next to Gavar, and he just throws back his head and roars, just wordless roar of anger. He drops his axe and he lets out this roar which just kind of tails off and just leaves him raw and exhausted. And then he kind of clenches his fists and bows his head and just stays like that for a long time.
Hamnahar runs over to Gavar to see if he's still alive. And I think his first impulse is like to get on top of him and just like pound on his chest to see if he can get his heart beating or staunch whatever wound or whatever he can. And when he just sees that when he sees Gavar dead, takes his hand and like brings his eyelids down over his eyes. Just kind of bows his head.
May you be reborn through Godsick.
And then I think he stands up and just seething with anger goes over to the demon and just starts punching it right in whatever face it has, just over and over and over again.
I think with that, camera pans back, snow falling, and that's the end of tonight's episode.
Good stuff.
Gavar got what he wanted.
Oh.
New character
Yep.
time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay!
He will avenge himself upon the man that slew his children.
In the afterlife.
Yep.
Um,
Chase him into the Deadlands to kill him again.
And then his nephew's going to show up to avenge him. And then...
As the cycle of violence continues.